Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I mentioned this before as well, that you have different states. One state is where you're in the flow. We call that state what? Remember? When your ibadah is going well, your tilawah is going well, you have, your dhikr is going well. Bast. Correct? It's named that word bast. And the other one is the opposite. Your mind is not flowing, your heart's not in it, you get waswas from shaitan, you're having da'iyah, inclination towards sins. You don't know what upon there, but you're just feeling like, just mashed up mentally. But you're struggling. You're not doing any sins, but you're struggling mentally. That's called qabz. Correct? So bas and qabz. Now he's saying here that having that state where you're flowing, your tilawah is doing well, you make it easy for salah, when you read Quran, it's really nice, your mind and your heart both at peace. This is a ni'mah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But he says that qabz is also a ni'mah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes, and I think we mentioned this before as well. I think it was of exposure therapy. And it goes, there's many benefits. One is, takabbur goes away from you. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know what, I can't do anything. When I read the Quran really nicely, it's not because of my heart and mind, I got control over it. Allah gives me tawfiq. Allah takes it from me. I'm struggling to even read that one page. Every letter is a struggle for me. Your heart is your concentration in salah. You think, I'm a really pious person. Allah takes it away from you. You perform salah, you don't feel it performing salah. Okay, you're doing it, but it's really difficult for you mentally. It's a struggle. See what? And there's one more thing as well. He goes that, if, I remember, I think I mentioned this before. Again, old man saying the thing over and over again. There's one swimmer, his name is Michael Phelps. You probably know him, Michael Phelps. So, he used to train for the Olympics. What he used to do, he used to train in, he used to, off the lights. And try doing the 100 meter, 50 meter, whatever it is, in dark. So that if worst case scenario, something happens, I can still manage. He used to train without, sometimes, but put the water in his goggles. So when he trains in that condition, what happens? If it happens in the Olympic race, what happens? He's ready for it. So that happened to him one race. The goggles, it was up properly, our water went inside. But he goes, no problem, because I was ready for this. So similarly, and he won the Olympics, that race. Similarly, when you have waswasa in the dunya, what do you learn? You cope with it. Because this is waswasa. You learn, shaitan does this all the time. Nothing to worry about. My amal is ikhtiyari. I believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's putting these thoughts about Allah and Allah's wujud, Allah's creation, why is this happening? I just know that I've been told, I learned from the hadith. Prophet said, when you have waswasa, ذَلِكَ سَرِيحُ الْإِيمَانِ. This is perfect, this is the perfection of your iman. That shaitan is trying to rob you because he knows you have iman. So not a problem. So even if you're dying, on time of death, because, been there, done that. I'm not bothered about you, shaitan. La ilaha illallah. You put whatever you want in front of me, I believe in Allah. You put whatever doubts you want, you put the doubts in the dunya as well. And I know what's the answer. I believe in Allah, however it is. You put whatever you want in your mind, I'm not going to get worried. So even at the time of death, he's saying, here's what Alhamdulillah is saying, then at the time of death, been there, done that, no word to panic, I know what to do, ignore you. And you say, and if it never happened in your life, you get a thought, one doubt comes in a time of death, you get all panicky. Oh no, is my iman in place, not in place? Say no. So my whole life you try to mislead me. And I know what the answer is. The answer is, I believe in Amantu Billah, I believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wherever you try, I know how to deal with this. At the time of death, inshallah, Allah help you. So this is one of the benefits of this. So again, you don't worry, life's ups and downs. You just continue with your pursuit. Whatever's in your control, you do that, and leave everything else to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Understand?